With the current Pokemon boom, we're seeing modern cards sell for more than they ever have before. We have modern cards in a PSA 10 outdoing vintage cards in a PSA 10. We have modern day booster boxes going for more than vintage booster boxes. And we have new sets coming out at all-time highs compared to when they came out back then at $100. And I think we all can agree that this boom has been unlike no other, with no end in sight. But there are things that we can do to try to make Pokemon cards more affordable again. And in this video, I want to take you guys through some tips that I feel that would work. One is going to be out of our control, and we got to hope that it gets fixed. The other two, we most definitely can do together as a community. Let's get to it. Welcome back to my channel as you guys have entered the splash zone. My name is Michael, and I just want to thank you all for just all the love and support you guys have given me. It is helping take my channel to places I never thought it would, and it's all possible because of you. And if you have liked my videos, please do like and subscribe, as it does help the channel, and I want to continue to bring content that will help all of us true Pokemon collectors in this hobby. And I want to discuss how we are going to get Pokemon cards more affordable again. With the first one being that we have to make sure that Pokemon regulates distributors' prices. So right now we're seeing distributors take advantage of all our local brick and mortars and our LGSs by pretty much selling them at scalper prices. I know we're all worried about the scalpers right now, but really the real scalpers are the distributors, because we go into our local LGS and we're looking at these insane prices on these booster boxes and we're wondering, like, why? Well, why are they doing that? Well, guys, there's only so much you can do when you're in brick and mortar trying to make profit. I have one of my local LGSs telling me that they got a shipment of Destined Rivals in, but they had to buy each box for $215. So they have to sell it for $250, maybe even $260 just to make some sort of profit. So Pokemon steps in and tells the distributors, hey, you can't sell at these prices. It allows our brick and mortars and our LGSs to sell these at reasonable prices. I know we're thinking, we're like, well, why don't the LGSs just say no to those prices? They can't. Reason why is because if they say no, what's going to happen is they are now frowned upon to that distributor, and now that distributor has taken them off their list, and now they need to find someone else to give them inventory. And I don't know if you guys know, but no inventory means no business, which means the doors close. The brick and mortars actually have a lot in stake here, and they have to do a lot just to keep their doors open. So if Pokemon can just regulate what the distributors do, this would help us a lot. Now, obviously, this is out of our control, but I'm sure if we reach out to Pokemon, Pokemon will do something about it, because eventually they got to catch on and see, okay, why are things so crazy? And what can we do to help every single person afford Pokemon cards, not just those who have big wallets? And the next thing we could do is obvious, guys, scalpers, right? We keep scalpers alive. They try to find those MSRP prices and then they go and sell it for market so they can make double or even triple the profit, sometimes even 4 times the profit, depending on what the item is. And honestly, the reason why I hate when we say we hate scalpers, but then we go and buy from scalpers, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if you hate scalpers, don't be that person who's contributing to the problem, right? Don't be like, oh, scalpers this, scalpers that. Oh, let me buy that Prismatic Evolutions for $250. Or, oh, let me go buy that Destined Rivals for $300. Oh, let me go overspend on the newest set that's coming out. Like, that's on us, guys. If we learn to control our impulses and understand that sometimes things are just unreasonable, I understand. We love Pokemon. I do too. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I want to get every single set for outrageous numbers, because the truth is, eventually Pokemon is going to slow down. Will it ever be as cheap as it was? Probably not, but it's also never going to be this expensive forever, right? It just doesn't make sense to anybody, right? Like, you should not be buying from scalpers at this point. And what happens is, if we learn to resist scalper prices, guess what? Scalpers cannot go and do what they do. If they notice that, oh snap, they're not buying my Destined Rivals at triple MSRP, now there's no benefit for them to go to their stores and buy them at MSRP and clear out the shelves and go and sell it to you, because they are not getting business. And guess what? They go broke while we keep our money. And I understand we want Pokemon products, but there are other things in the Pokemon world that we can collect, which leads me to my next step. Okay, the next step we have to do is we want to do research on what we can get. Because the truth is that everyone has their eyes focused on the brand new thing, right? They have the megas coming out, and we can tell by those prices. I actually just made a video about that, about recent sales and how crazy megas are going. So if you do like my content, please do check out that video, as I do give you guys some insight about how crazy megas are going right now and what hype does to the hobby. But honestly, going out there and noticing that not everything is over MSRP and not everything is crazy expensive takes research and it takes time. But if you're a true collector and you just want to rip stuff or you just want to collect things at reasonable prices, there are things out there that a lot of people are not paying attention to. Have you guys realized that in Scarlet and Violet, everything is super inflated? Everything. I mean, from the booster boxes to the booster bundles to the ETBs to the PC ETBs, everything is super inflated. Do you know that there's some booster boxes and also special sets in Sword and Shield that have not blown up yet? Because no one's talking about them, right? But we're also not focused on them. We want all the Destined Rivals, or we want the megas. So we're totally ignoring the other obvious signs. The truth is, even if it's a bad set, it goes up over time. It's going to be worth money more than it was when it first came out. The first thing I want to talk about is Pokemon Go. I mean, Pokemon Go is a popular game. I understand not a popular set, but people know what Pokemon Go is. And that set is still going, especially that ETB is still going for about $90. And even the PC ETBs are going for about $140. So yes, you can afford these things. We just got to look for it. Another one is Champion's Path. Champion's Path, for the most part, is a dog water set. I will admit it. But it does come with 2 amazing Charizards that you can get. Now, is it hard to get those Charizards? Kind of. But there's been so many produced over time. There are so many of those Charizards, and they do grade pretty well. But it doesn't mean that they don't look sick, and they're not great arts, right? So Champion's Path is another one that we can truly go and get. Another one, Shiny Fates. Shiny Fates has been printed into the ground. But you know what other set has been printed into the ground? 151. I'm not saying they're on equal stratospheres. They're not. 151 is way better. But what I'm saying is, even when something is printed into the ground, it still manages to go up over time as items get scarce. And the last one, which everyone loves this set, but the truth is, it's not coming back anymore. It's going to be Crown Zenith. You can still get this ETB for about $180, and the truth is, it's never coming back. And this is another set that was most definitely printed to the ground. There was a time where you could get these packs for about $4, and now we're never going to see them again. And for many people, this is one of the most fun sets to open up because of all the amazing arts that they had in it. You could open up one ETB and get like 7 hits. You open up a Prismatic Evolutions box, you're not getting anything. Let's just be real, right? That's the difference. And also, speaking of Prismatic, that's a sleeper in my opinion now. I always told you guys in the channel to avoid it because of how crazy it is. Well, with everyone focused on the new thing, right? Mega Evolutions, Destined Rivals, all these things, future sets, you know, this Gengar set that's coming out, this Charizard set that's coming out, all those future sets. Guess what's secretly getting reprinted? It's not really secret, right? But it's getting reprinted, and because everyone's eyes are focused on that, you're going to be able to get Prismatic at decent prices finally at your local Sam's Club or at Costco. So yes, even the PC ETBs are going to have another run. So when everyone's looking at that, I would say hop on Prismatic. Well, it's going to plummet. It's going to run it straight to the ground because they're going to reprint everything. And I could say Prismatic is going to be one of the best products to have when it's all said and done in the Scarlet and Violet era after years, right? I'm talking about 5 years from now, 10 years from now. People are going to love Prismatic. People love Eevee. So that's another set. I never thought I'd ever say it, but Prismatic is a sleeper because of all the reprints and all the other hype that's coming for future sets. All right, guys, and those are the steps I truly believe need to happen in order for Pokemon cards to become affordable again. We can most definitely, so let me sum it up. Yes, Pokemon needs to do something about distributors. Yes, they do. We can stop the scalpers. We can stop buying from the scalpers. That's another one. That's the only way we can make cards affordable is by stop paying inflated prices. And also we need to do our research, right? We need to make sure that we are well aware of what things are actually affordable and what's pretty nice to collect for our collections. And we can kind of let everyone else kind of storm and go for the stuff that we are going to inherit while they miss out on all the opportunities. And then they're going to look back and say, dang, I wish I got Crown Zenith for $200 when it's now $500. It's inevitably going to happen, you guys. So with that being said, guys, if you like this video, please do like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions about other things that we can get, please do comment down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for your time, you guys. Have a great day, and bye-bye.